Hello, of course, another day at Cindy Harper Speaks, and we're going through my book, Green Light Go. So today's story is entitled The Fountain in the Park. So we've got a boy laying down on the grass, and then we've got them playing under the tree, or they're dealing with the fountain. Let's see what's going to happen. The fountain in the park. On Saturdays, Andy liked to go to the park. It was hot and noisy in his house, but the park was always quiet and green. Sometimes Andy would find a boy in the park to play with. One Saturday, Andy fixed himself a big, long sandwich of lunch meat, cheese, tomatoes, and bread. Then Andy went to the park. He sat under a tree near the drinking fountain and looked around. He saw men reading newspapers and babies sleeping. He saw people walking their dogs, but he didn't see another boy. After a while, Andy lay down on the ground under the big tree and looked up at the blue summer sky. Everything was bright in the summer sun, but suddenly Andy felt a drop of water. Then he felt another, right in his face. How could it be raining? Andy sat up and looked around. A boy was standing at the drinking fountain, squirting water at Andy. "What did you want to do that for?" asked Andy, jumping up. "Did the boy want to fight or what?" The boy didn't say anything, but he had his hand on the fountain and he was laughing. Andy walked slowly over to the fountain. "Don't squirt me again," he said. He's really getting squirted. Not talking. This is interesting. The one who's doing the squirting isn't talking. The boy didn't say anything, but when Andy got nearer, the boy squirted him again. Now Andy was angry. He pushed the boy. The boy laughed and pushed him back. "It," said Andy. He started to take a drink of water, but just as the water came up, the boy pushed again. The water went in Andy's eye. "Listen, you'd better stop it," Andy said. Then he went back and sat down with his back against the tree. Okay, let me find my place. He went. The boy was laughing at him. So he sat with his back against the tree, and now the boy's laughing at him. And he didn't know what to do. So he opened the paper bag, he took out a sandwich and began to eat. He looked at the other boy while he ate. The boy was watching Andy, but now he wasn't laughing. Andy ate more of the sandwich. "You want a drink?" the boy said. "Come on and get a drink. I won't squirt you this time." Now he's talking. Andy didn't know what to do. The boy was pretty big. Andy didn't want to get in a fight, but he did want some water. He walked over to the fountain again. This time the boy didn't squirt him. Andy took a long drink. Then he began to show off. He squirted the fountain water this way and that. "Bet you can't hit that tree," the boy said. "Bet I can," Andy said. He made the water hit the tree. "Pretty good," said the boy. Andy went back to his sandwich. The boy came after him and sat down. "That looks like a pretty good sandwich," the boy said. Andy was almost full. "You want the rest of it?" Andy asked. "If you don't want it," the boy said. Andy broke the sandwich and gave a big piece to the boy. "What's your name?" Andy asked. "Pete," the boy said. Pete took one big bite and then another. Soon the sandwich was gone. Then Pete lay down on the grass. He took some baseball cards from his pocket. "Want to see them?" he asked. "Sure," said Andy. The boys looked at Pete's cards. They played together the rest of the day. On the next Saturday, they met in the park again by the fountain. This time, Andy had fixed two sandwiches, one for himself and one for Pete. Very kind of Andy. "How come you kept squirting me the other day?" Andy asked once while they were eating. "Oh, I guess I just wanted to make friends," Pete said. Andy laughed. "That was surely a funny way to go about it," he said. "Well," said Pete, "it worked." So they're at the park under the big tree. And lots of other people are at the park too. So it was a cute story. You can make friends all different kinds of ways. But I agree with Andy. That was kind of an interesting way to make a new friend by squirting him, particularly when Andy kept telling Pete not to squirt him. And he kept doing it. But oh well, they got through it, pushing each other. Nothing real physical, but they made a friend. So if you like this story, The Fountain in the Park, please press like at the end, and I'll see you next time at Cindy Harper Speaks. And thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.